Hi, my name is Patrick White. I'm Editor-in-Chief of Hospitality Investor. I'm here with Jeff Tisdall, who is the Chief Business Officer for Accor One Living. Jeff, thanks so much for being here.
Yo, thank you, Patrick.
So branded resi, it's having a moment, and it's seen on the consumer side, the demand side, exponential growth over the last few years. What is that down to, do you think?
Well, I think there's a number of things driving that growth. First of all, it's a model that, particularly over the last 2 decades, has really proven itself successful. So it's delivered on the expectations of investors. It's delivered in terms of the goals of the operators and the brands that participate in that space. And it's been exceptionally well received by homeowners around the world. So that itself has attracted a lot of interest in the model. And from there, what we've seen is a response of buyers who are looking for authenticity. That's driven an increase in the number of brands that are participating, that are targeting new demographics and new psychographics. And so the growth is really sort of building on itself when that momentum is absolutely carrying forward.
But, you know, we've got this growth momentum, but you can't just do a project anyway. I mean, so what differentiates a successful branded resi project in today's market, do you think?
Well, I think differentiation, there's no secret to that, if you will. It really is getting the fundamentals right. It's knowing who the targeted homeowner is, how they're going to use the home, and then really planning, programming, and creating the services, the features, the amenities that really address those needs. Now, the brand is very, very important to that because it's a brand that needs to resonate and speak personally to the targeted homeowner. But it really is all about making sure that offerings are customized, using the brand to provide that immediate differentiation, and entering in a market in a meaningful way that really targets unmet needs for consumers and for home buyers.
And obviously the buy market is important, but obviously the investment market, the owner of the broader project is very important.
Yes.
Have you had to educate them on the branded residential side of things when it comes to projects?
Well, I think that education goes 2 ways. I mean, we learn an awful lot from our investment partners in the branded residence space. They're typically very much leaders in their respective markets, sometimes leaders in urban markets, sometimes national markets. A number of our partners are international developers of real estate. It is a model where the expertise has absolutely developed. And I think one of the things that's very important for investors is that they've found that the model does a couple of things very effectively for them. One, it helps them drive premium, achieve pricing premium. It helps in terms of sales velocity, and it drives an absorption. But particularly for mixed-use developers who are typically anchoring their mixed-use development with a hotel or resort, there's an opportunity, if you will, to enhance the economics of that hotel asset by combining amenities, by sharing services, facilities, infrastructure. And effectively what's happening in those situations is the residences are doing 2 things. One, they're carrying some of the overheads of the project, but they're also building in demand drivers that effectively make the hotel more efficient, more profitable, if you will, to own.
And you've obviously been doing this for a long time at Accor. I mean, how has the branded resi offering evolved over that period of time?
Well, I think it's evolved in a number of ways. I mean, when we first started, we had 3 brands that were on offer. And in the early days, it was very much a classic luxury play. So today what's happened is that offering now exists really from our premium brands through our luxury, our ultra luxury, and particularly in the lifestyle space. So we today have on offer 26 brands to our development partners. Wow. So the second aspect that's really evolved is the approach. And one of the things that we've done over the last couple of years is we pulled all that expertise that we've acquired over 2.5 decades, if you will, of branded residential development and operations. And we pulled that specialized expertise into a single organization. Now, that's Accor One Living. What that allows us to do is really to support a development partner through each phase in the life cycle of projects, really starting in the very initial stages through planning, programming, making sure, as I touched on earlier, that we have with our partner the right offering that's really right size for the needs of the buyer, but then supporting them through sales and marketing, through pre-opening phases, and ultimately for years to come during the operating phase.
And finally, I mean, obviously branded residential offerings have grown across the world, new markets have evolved. Any particular markets you're looking at now you're very excited about going into or operating in?
Well, we're in a very fortunate place right now because the demand and the interest in branded residence is very, very broadly based. We really started here in the Americas, and this is probably the most exciting time that we've had in a number of years in the Americas. We've had a number of new signings. We look forward to another very successful 2025. Demand remains strong in Southern Europe, across the Middle East in particular. We have 9 standalone projects that are under development in Dubai alone. And we're seeing a very nice resurgence in Asia and Asia Pacific across both the lifestyle brands, premium brands, and again, luxury brands.
Fantastic. Very exciting for you this year, I guess. Jeff, thanks so much for your time today. Thank you.
Likewise.